For centuries, machines have replaced jobs, making humans obsolete. In 1870, agriculture employed 50% of the U.S. workforce. Little more than a century later, in 1980, the share was down to 4%, largely as a consequence of the greater efficiency brought about by mechanization. In more recent times, elevator operators were replaced by buttons, cashiers by scanners, and cafeteria workers by self-serve machines. One estimate has it that over 400,000 jobs were lost to automation in U.S. plants from 1990 to 2007. Yet the intensifying drive to replace people with machines will probably accelerate as businesses look for new methods to cut costs. Robots are likely to replace an even larger number as the manufacturing employment declines since the 1990s. Robots could take over the jobs of more than 2 million workers by 2025, according to a paper published by economists at MIT and Boston University. Today, as automation allows companies to do more with less people, successful businesses don't need as many workers. The most profitable U.S. company in 1964, AT&T, had 758,611 employees. The most profitable business today, Apple, has fewer than 137,000 employees. Fortune 500 companies earn billions of dollars every year, but the money is not invested in additional employees. Companies like Google, Facebook and Netflix are not in the business of creating new employment for people, but in the business of creating shareholder value. The history of artificial intelligence and predictions for the future. In 1956, computer scientist John McCarthy coined the term artificial intelligence, AI. For many years, artificial intelligence was a topic of research in universities and laboratories. However, in the past few years, there has been a renewed interest in AI, especially in the area of machine learning. Machine learning is a type of AI that enables computers to learn from data without being explicitly programmed. What jobs are at risk of being replaced by AI and robots? Jobs that are at risk of being replaced by AI and robots are those with repetitive tasks that can be easily automated. Factory workers are at high risk for automation because many tasks are repetitive and can be done by machines. Jobs in the service industry, such as cashiers and fast food workers, are also at risk for replacement because they involve doing the same thing over and over again. As a result of the coronavirus pandemic, some airports have turned to robots to help clean the floors. The robots are equipped with high-pressure water jets that can clean large areas quickly and effectively. The machines can be programmed to clean any surface and can work autonomously or in tandem with humans. The advantages of artificial intelligence and robots taking over jobs. One advantage of using AI and robots is that they can do the job faster and more accurately than a human being. They can also work for longer hours and in more dangerous conditions. For example, a robot could be sent into a hazardous area to collect data or to repair equipment, whereas a human would be put at risk. AI and robotics have also made many tasks easier and faster. For example, online customer service through chatbots has made it easier for people to get help with their questions. In addition, self-driving cars have the potential to reduce traffic congestion and save lives by reducing the number of car accidents. Another advantage of using AI and robots is that they can be easily programmed to do specific tasks. The future of artificial intelligence. In recent years, there has been a lot of talk about the future of artificial intelligence, AI. Experts believe that AI will eventually become so advanced that it will be able to do everything humans can do, and even things we thought were impossible. There is no doubt that AI is rapidly evolving and becoming more sophisticated every day. However, it is still unclear what the future holds for this technology. There is a risk that AI automation will lead to a decline in wages. When machines can do the work that was once done by human beings, employers have less need for workers, and this leads to lower wages. In addition, when machines are used to produce goods or services, the prices of those goods tend to decline. This can be bad news for workers who are trying to make a living wage. Automation will press minorities harder than it did before, particularly low-wage workers. Many Black and Latino Americans are cashiers, food service workers and customer service workers, which will probably hold 15 of the world's most at-risk tasks. The two-tier labor market that the robots are about to create is already a fact of life for millions of Americans. About 22% of all workers in the U.S. have a job that is at risk from automation, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. With the rise of technology, automation is becoming an increasingly common part of our lives. In addition to job loss, automation can also have a negative impact on social interactions. With so much time spent online and with machines doing more and more of the work, people are becoming increasingly isolated from one another. This can have a negative impact on our mental health and our social relationships. How can we ensure that artificial intelligence benefits humanity? There is no question that artificial intelligence is rapidly evolving and growing more sophisticated every day. The potential applications of AI are endless and could have a tremendous impact on many aspects of our lives. However, there is also a risk that AI could be used to exploit and harm humans rather than help us. None other than Elon Musk has made frightening predictions about the potential of artificial intelligence. He has, for example, called AI vastly more dangerous than North Korea, and he has called for regulatory oversight. The fact is that AI is developing at lightning speed. AI experts expect that AI will pass the test from famous mathematician Alan Turing in the foreseeable future. This is a test where a human being should be unable to distinguish the machine from another human being. In essence, this means that AI will match the level of the human brain. We must also be aware of the dangers associated with AI, such as the risk of cyberattacks, and take steps to protect ourselves from these threats. It is therefore critical that we take steps to ensure that AI benefits humanity as much as possible. Ways to achieve this include ethical guidelines for AI, laws to prevent abuse, and investing in research to make sure AI is used for the benefit of humanity rather than against us. As AI continues to evolve, we will need to address issues such as bias, privacy protection, and the rights of AI agents. The future of AI and robot technology is uncertain, but one thing is clear: the technology will continue to change our lives in profound ways. Thank you for watching. If you like to see more of our videos, please subscribe to our channel.